Yo, what's up, Gene? Yeah, I know, like, it's a little dog. The prince, he sleeps, so I know it's hard to see me. How's your night going? I wonder why it's so dark. Let me see. Like, normally, like, when I'm on, I don't know, maybe it's the TV. Yeah, like, I don't know, this show ain't got that much light. Because normally when I'm on at night, like, whatever show I'm watching, it radiates enough light, so I'm just dark as hell. How's your night going, Gene? How you doing? How you doing tonight? Or is it nighttime? Like, well, I guess it's nighttime everywhere. Oh, I'm watching Pose. I love Pose. I love it. It's the best. It's one of the few series I could watch over and over, but unfortunately, I have no choice but to watch it over and over because it's only got one season so far. I like stuff that was based in the 80s. Like, it seemed so fun back then. Well, it was because I was born in the 80s, but still, like, I was a kid, so I couldn't have all the real fun. Okay, good. So it's nighttime. Oh, see, now they got a part where it was some light. So I guess when they shooting the nighttime stuff, it's gonna nobody's gonna be able to see me or whatever. Like they was turned up. New York looked like it was, it was dangerous, but I wish I was older in the 80s, cause I could have had more fun. It was lit. Now it's just dry. It's just dry. Hey boo, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, you're right. It's dangerous everywhere, but like in the 80s, I know that it was way worse. That's good. That's good. You crocheted any new stuff? I was trying to think because I need to do like a new story time. Like these lives is cool, but I gotta do other stuff too. But I really like the lives though. It's much simpler. No editing, no nothing. Like I gotta like study this editing stuff. Okay, great, great, great. What colors are they gonna be? I'm sorry, Billy Porter was everything in Pose. He had the funkiest attitude, but it's just funny as hell. Asked her because people being nosy, like, "Are you a G-string?" And the person was like, "No." Then why the hell are you up in my ass? Like Billy Porter's funny. I'm gonna use that line. That's cool. That's cool. I wonder what else Billy Porter did that they made him like on Sesame Street, because it couldn't have been just because of Pose. Like Pose is good, but it's not like it's a breaking out. It's only thing that's breaking out about it is, you know, it's a majority gay cast. But I wonder what else he did. I need to Google that. Don't run. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of that Muppet baby. She look like a fucking Muppet. Don't be don't be scared. Don't, you know, I know your eyes was hurting, but still, you know, don't be scared. Don't be scared, Jean. Don't. Mm-mm. I'm over that lady, that woman. We had a nice troll free day. Boonk that chick. Boonk her ass. Oh, that'll be super cool. Make sure to take pictures and make sure you post it on your Instagram. That's key. Post everything you do on your Instagram. Make sure you tag it, you know, all of that, like, so everybody can see it. Yeah, definitely you gotta post stuff like that, because you'll get mad sales. Yeah, she's really good. She's good at the crocheting. And she's like, she's self-taught. So that's even doper. It's like I'm like real tired. Like my son had me running around all day, and then I had these orders to do. Like I like when I get a lot of orders at the same time, but sometimes I don't. I really don't. Yeah. And then it's like whenever I get like a multiple order of like one design of something, it never fails. Like one of them just don't work out where it's like I have to put extra work into that one, even though it's like all the same thing, because unfortunately like the, you know, like the chemicals and stuff. Hey, what's up, Scent and Mo? But yeah, like the chemicals, like the humidity, all of that shit plays a part in whether or not the stuff, you know, comes out the way it's supposed to. And New York has been a little janky. Like Jean can tell you, you know, because Jean's from New York too. Like this weather, it is not working. So it was like everything was fine, and then it was just this one, like it just won't set correctly. And I'm just like, it's just irking my soul. And then it's like my son is, he be trying to help, but it's like, you gotta get out the way, Pop Pop. You gotta get out the way. You don't know what you're doing. Thank you. You're a helpful Henry, but you can't. You really can't. So it's like, I'm not my normal uppity self, like, because I'm a little tired. And I'm trying not to be too loud, because he needs to sleep. Because normally he's a night owl. For some reason, he knows about the weekend, and he shouldn't, he's too young to know about the damn weekend. Where he thinks it's time to be up for whatever reason, and it's not. It's time for the babies to be asleep. So I don't want to disturb his old grumpy self. Like he just, I don't know. It took me forever to put him to sleep, and that's like the worst time because he want to jump, he want to, like he has this thing that his dad, and it's all his dad's fault. This bouncy, bouncy nonsense. Like, I'm not strong like your dad. Like, you understand? Like, I can't do bouncy, bouncy, and I can't do all of that. And then it's like he roll his eyes because it's like I don't do it like his father. So he get a little funky attitude. Like, listen, wait till your dad come home from work. Well, actually, no, because he gonna be asleep. But if he get up, yeah, they gonna do bouncy, bouncy. I'm gonna be asleep. Like Pose is so good. I swear they need to come with a season two. If they don't come out with a season two, I'm gonna be so disappointed. Cause I don't get it with these shows. Like I know it's longer than that. Like you understand, like more was going on for the gay people than just in '86 when this was supposed to be taking place or whatever. Like it's more needs to come on. Like. What's good? Who got like Netflix and Hulu and all that or whatever? Like, what's good that I'm probably overlooking that I probably wouldn't, think is good? Because I need some new stuff. I keep watching all the same stuff. I'm like, it's like living in the past. That is wonderful. I'm so glad you feel so much better, for real. Cause back pain is no joke. Like I got pinched nerves and stuff, and it's like I know that's nothing compared to the pain that you probably was dealing with, Isley. But like pain is not no joke. Okay, I have Prime Amazon and I've never used it. You know what? It's a shame. Like I paid for Prime. I've been paying for Prime for probably as long as Prime has been out, right? And I don't take full advantage of it. Like you understand, the only thing that I take advantage of is the fact of the 2 day shipping and the 1 day shipping. But they've been getting so janky lately. Like you understand, it's not even really 2 day shipping sometimes. So I need to check out Amazon Prime and the TV part. I'm glad you didn't have to go to the emergency room because not trying to be funny, girl. Like I'm trying to stay away from emergency rooms and all of that. Like I had a regular, it was a regular doctor's appointment I was supposed to go to yesterday, but this coronavirus stuff. I'm not trying to be funny. Like it was being that it wasn't serious. Like I had vertigo. Like a month ago or something like that. And it was like for a while. Like the vertigo lasted probably like 2 weeks. And it was crazy because I never had vertigo before. Like it was scary to me because it was like being drunk without drinking. And then it's like like the room would start spinning and I would start throwing up. Like you understand because like it was spinning so fast and they didn't know why I had the vertigo, but they was thinking like it probably has something to do with the MS. But the regular doctor, I don't need to see her for that. Like I'll make my neurologist appointment where it's just normal stuff going on and he can deal with that. Cause I can't sit in there and people just coughing and all type of stuff because I'm a germaphobe to the highest whatever and stuff. Even though I have my little mask and everything like that, it's like listen, it's sad. I got masks. I bought gloves. I don't even want to touch nothing. Like you understand? Like I don't want to deal with that because it's like the coronavirus is bad, but if you have like anything that messes with your immune system, like any type of disease and shit like that, like or you're old or you're very very young, like my son's age and shit like that, it's going down. Like you might die. Like you understand? So I was like, listen, this doctor's appointment is not really important. It was just a follow up that they wanted me to have, and I'm not fucking with it. Cause I don't got good enough luck. Like you understand? That's all I need. You understand? Because like Gene, like I'm pretty sure like you heard in the news like somebody supposedly is diagnosed. I think that's what it was, or because it wasn't. No matter of fact, was diagnosed with actual. So I don't. That's too close for me now. And that's what I kept like telling my husband because first they had like people in Long Island that had the symptoms, then it was Westchester. It was inching too close to me. So I'm not. And everybody, it's not. It's fucked up to say, but everybody is not clean like that. Like I'm just always been like that to wash my hands, and stuff like that. And after touching nasty stuff, like I don't like. Like if I don't have like something to clean my hands, I don't eat food outside. Like I don't do none of that. Like you understand? Because I understand how sickness enters our body. You feel me? But everybody ain't like that. And then I think weird stuff. Like I might be sitting in the seat. Like you understand? Somebody that's sitting in the seat before me could just be a whole nasty whatever and stuff. Like I don't play that shit. Like if I go sit and I gotta sit in public seats anywhere, I don't sit on my bed. Like I have in house shit. Like y'all see most of the time when I come on here, I'm real comfy cozy. Like some just thrown together shit. You understand? Like that's in house stuff. Like you understand? I don't sit on beds. You understand? Like with outside clothes. And I be sleeping in people germs. Like no. If I could be like Bubble Boy, if anybody seen that movie, I would be like Bubble Boy. I would live in a fucking bubble. Like live right in a fucking bubble. Like you understand? Like yeah, I live on Amazon. It's a damn shame. Like Amazon comes to my house every fucking day. Like literally, I know they be fucking tired like this bitch. Like Sprint gotta do better. So I'm saying I pay for data and stuff like that. There's always something wonky going on. And I know it's the Sprint because, you know what I'm saying, something has to do with this internet. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi. It got something to do with over here. This ain't even a YouTube creation. Yeah, that, exactly, because that'll definitely help with what you're doing. See, you're not playing Osley. You are not playing. I'm still trying. I need to figure out what story time I'm gonna do because it's like, even though like the premise of my channel is, me being a reformed ratchet, I don't be want to like talk about all that gang stuff and everything like that. Like like I feel like I'm a regular square now. I think I'm gonna just talk about regular stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. Nah, I see. That's like with me. Like I'll just be scrolling on Amazon for one thing, and then I just be like, ooh, like I like these rhinestones, or ooh, like I want to do this. I want like and the next thing you know, I'm just buying a whole bunch of stuff. Only thing now though, where I live at the Amazon deliveries, they're a little lazy. Like they be just leaving packages and shit like that. Like you understand? I live in the hood, so like, why the hell you just gonna leave something just somewhere? But I guess Amazon don't care because like, listen, anytime I don't get my package, guess what? Like you understand? Give me my credit. I want a credit. Thank you. Hey Mickey, how you doing? Let me find out if you was in the bushes. No, like no, it is. I'm regular. I like being regular. I'm regular. How you doing, Mickey? How's your night? And it's so sad though, Pose, because everybody got damn AIDS. The older people, it's like, oh, the '80s was crazy. Thank you, I say, because not trying to be funny. That's why when I was doing it, because it's like I don't regret ever you know what I'm saying, like being in a gang. Like I don't regret it because I was always myself. Like I ain't let nobody just tell me what to do, and then their decisions did something fucked up for me. Like always had my own mind, but like sometimes I think back and I'm like, damn, like you understand, like I could have did other shit. You know what I'm saying, like I could have spent time on other shit. You feel me? Like I didn't really have to. Like, you understand? That's why when people be like, oh, people join gangs because they don't have a family, like that's bullshit. Like I had my whole family. Like you understand? Like it wasn't that. Like I had love. Like I had all of that. Like I had my mother, my father. You understand? Like I had that. But I think maybe it was my version of wanting to be street like my parents. Cause the weird thing, my parents was in the street. But it was like they was in the street, but it's like they had sense. Like you understand where it was like they didn't bring that in the house. So I lived in the projects, and I lived in the projects. Like you feel me? Like they kept me as a kid. Like you feel me? Like they kept all that stuff away from me. But kids know more than people think that they know, or they see more. You understand? So like I used to hear the stories and everything. So maybe that had something to do with it. But it was like I chose to be in the street. Some people don't have that choice. So when I think about like like damn, like I really could have been like doing other shit. Like I went to a gifted school. Like you feel me? Like it wasn't like nah. I met some dope people though. Like you feel me that I probably would have never met. Cause everybody's not fucked up that's in them gangs. You know what I'm saying? I have people that I view more family than some people that's my family. But I'm not the textbook. Like you feel me? How like what people be saying that don't know about that stuff. Like this is the type of person that goes to that. That's It's like I experimented with it and the experiment became reality. You feel me? Then one of my exes in the story time, one of my story times, he had something to do with it. Like, you feel me? Like, he kind of, like, nudged me into it. And then it was like, I just took off on my own. And then I got into stuff, but I got into stuff like that was over stupidity. You feel me? And then he felt bad. Like, damn, I should have told you no. And I'm like, well, I still was going to do it anyway. So yeah, you right, Asley. I think I'm gonna stick to that topic. Cause a lot of people they glorify it. It's like it ain't it ain't everything people be thinking it is. Enjoy work. Get that bag, brother. Get that bag. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong. I'm glad you stopped in to say hello. You right, I say, because it is a little bit of therapy. Like you get what I'm saying, and it is a testimony. You understand? Because I feel like I'm way different than how I was, but I like it. Like I like, the happy side of things. It was happy then too, but it was like bad happy. Like you understand, like how I said, like ratchet or whatever and stuff. So certain things that I thought was cool, I don't really think it's cool now. You feel me? I just be wondering sometimes though, like, cause like when I was younger, before I had a kid, people be like, "Oh, when you have a kid," I was like, "Yeah, like he gonna be blood like me. He gonna be just like me and stuff." And I'm like, I wonder how I would feel, like when he turned. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's a teenager and he goes to a gang, like how I would feel about it. Cause it's like I'm not big on being a hypocrite. Cause I felt like sometimes like when I was younger, I felt my parents were hypocrites because it's like you telling me not to do bad stuff, but y'all did bad stuff. So I was like, how you telling me? Like, you understand? But in a way, it was good because they helped me to stay out of jail because I got most of my information from them. Yeah, like, but they, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I wanted to first started dabbling before the gang stuff, like it's weird to say, like, when I wanted to sell drugs when I was like younger, whatever stuff, like they helped me to sell drugs, and not so much like they went and got the stuff for me, so I didn't have bullshit. But they also like taught me how to do it. Like you feel me? Where it's like I probably would have went to jail if I probably would have went in the street and learned. You know what I'm saying? From somebody that was in the street. Not saying that they didn't know what they was doing, but they probably didn't have the same care and concern. You feel me? And like the old school wisdom, like what you say, Mickey, or whatever and stuff. But that didn't last long. I didn't have the patience for selling drugs. I really didn't. Like I wanted my money. Like you know what I'm saying? That wasn't for me. Like I did that for like a very short time, and then I was like, I'm straight. You understand? Like, I'm like I'm straight. Like I don't. I can't. Like you understand? Like I ain't mind staying up like mad hours and stuff like that, but it was like, nigga, don't come here with a bag of quarters. Please don't. Like, but that wasn't my thing. So I just was like, I'm straight. I'll just hang with the people that do it. Yeah, I used to be like tight. Like if you got credit for me and you didn't come back the day of, like I was on some bullshit. People was like, you need to chill, sis. You need to chill. I'm like, nah, fuck that. Like I don't do drugs. Give me my fucking money. I just didn't. And then, like, me being a germaphobe, it didn't help. You feel me? Because, like, fiends be doing nasty shit. So I was just like, nah. Nah. That shit ain't for everybody. But it's cooler. You understand? People think being square is bad. It's great. It's great. But I don't think I'm really square. Like, I'm whatever shape that is. I'm the square with the rounded sides. I don't know what the fuck they call that. Whatever shape that is, that's what I am. Pose is crazy because, like, I don't know how I would feel. Like, you understand, if I was dating somebody or I was married to somebody and they was on the down low, like, I probably would kill them. I probably would really kill them. Like, this shit was crazy with this white couple. And she just so calm, like, she didn't even slap him. Like, you should have at least slapped him. Because it's like, what the hell is you with me for? That's why I'm not trying to be fair. I don't understand why down low is even still a thing anymore. Like, you understand where it's like people should just be gay if they gay and just be proud of it. Everybody grown. You feel me? Like, if people don't want to be your fucking friend because you gay, then just don't be their fucking friend. But like, don't be fucking up other people mental and emotional to keep up an image. The gays is fucking winning. Like, you understand? Like, not trying to be funny. So why the fuck would anybody want to just hide that? Like, you understand? Like, you could be gangster and be fucking gay. You understand? Like, that's like when I was younger. My fucking uncle whooped some nigga ass in heels because, like, the neighbor used to, like, he just came from jail and stuff, and he used to always bother my uncle. And my uncle was like, fuck that. Like, you understand? Like, that's the one that was in the, not the army, the fucking Air Force or whatever, some shit. Well, that is like the army. But he couldn't take it and clean whoop that nigga ass. Where it was like, now you understand? Now you gotta hold that because you thought you was more of a man than my uncle. And now he done whooped your ass in heels. Luckily, this wasn't the time a world star and all of that. Like, his career would have been over. But, like, just, just be your fucking self. That's like with my uncle. Like back then, this is like what posed the time and it take. That's around the time with my uncle, like the late 70s. You understand? Early 80s. That's when he was more being himself. Like fuck this. Like I'm tired of hiding from everyone. Y'all gonna love me or you're not. And it's like my grandmother still loved him. My grandmother didn't treat my uncles because I got two gay uncles. R.I.P. to one of them. The one in the hills. He passed away or whatever from AIDS. or whatever, like when I was like 10 years old. But like she treated them the same and loved them the same. But my uncle was like, I'm not about to keep this charade up for the rest of the fucking world and be unhappy. That's why people be killing themselves and shit. Like, fuck that. Just be who you are. Just be happy. And that's it. That's like them guys that trying to be funny that killed that girl. Like, they should have just lived their life. Now for real, Mickey, like I wasn't having it, and it's like people, like that was older than me. They're like, money's money, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm not. Fuck that shit. I'm not counting that shit, and I'm not. Nah, come here with correct shit. So that's when I was like, this ain't for me. People coming like, oh, I'm a dollar short, and they like, nah, it's just no, 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 don't, no, no. I'm not supporting your high. No, mm-mm. So I just said fuck it. Like you understand? Like I just saying I'll get money other ways. Like I'm not this is not the way. This is not the way for me. Then it's like the generation I was at, like crackheads used to be trying to scare people. Like I'm gonna call the cops. You do all this dumb shit, and then it's like niggas was acting scared. And you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, nah, don't. Here you go, here you go. Like no, fuck that. Like I felt like people was supposed to be getting their ass whooped. Like you gonna call who? What? The fuck? So I just left that to the professionals and got my little teenage ass the fuck on. That's why I say, like, as far as the streets is like, that wasn't really I didn't really have to choose that. That's something like I made a choice. You understand to do. Like my parents was doing shit for me. You understand? Like I didn't have to sell drugs. So I think because I didn't have to, I didn't have the hunger. Like you understand where it was? It's like I didn't have like I was doing it because I felt like it, which was stupid. Cause had I went to jail, I'd have. That's a blessing. Like I'd never been to jail and I never had to snitch on anyone to not go to jail. I just was always thinking for myself. I always had that. You know what I'm saying? Like in my mind because it was a different time. Like for instance, like my father went to jail when I was born actually. Matter of fact, I just do a story time as far as that. Like it was a different code of honor. Like he went to jail for one of his friends. It was like, I knew him as my uncle, but the police wanted him and my father wouldn't tell on him. So back in the 80s, like the police was fucked up. You see the Central Park Five, like they just didn't care. They just wanted to get their paperwork done. It didn't matter whether you was innocent or not. So because he wouldn't tell, they said, fuck it, we'll take you. And my father did 3 years. But that person that he went for took care of me and my mother for them 3 years, though. Like, my father was there. People's not like that. Like, now. Like, the 80s, that's the last time of stand-up people. Just like even with crack. I don't know why crack is still a thing. Like, crack died in the 80s. People was, you know what I'm saying? Like, people not getting Benzes. They not really... Some people are, but it's fugazi. Not trying to be funny. It's a 1% that are like back then. Drugs, people was getting drugs on consignment. That's why they was able to live like millionaires and actually not even live like millionaires, like be millionaires and shit like that. Like this, no. Once everyone could do it, it was over. So I'm like, I don't even understand. Even like from the first crackhead, we see what crack does to people, right? Crack, crystal meth, dope. It does to people. I don't understand why we still got crack. Like we supposed to just still have the old fiends and they supposed to die out. Like I don't understand how new fiends is coming. Like when you a teenager and you see what a crackhead has to go through on a daily basis, why the fuck would you smoke crack? Y'all kind of get where I'm going with this. Where it's like I don't understand why it's still a thing. It be young ass crackheads running around. Like nothing about a crackhead's life is glamorous. Nothing about a dope fiend's life is glamorous. Even if I knew doctors that was crackheads. You understand? That's why you gotta watch every fucking body. It was doctors that was fucking crackheads and they still had all this money and was still doing crackheaded shit. So I don't get it. It's just it needs to just it should have faded out. It should have faded out by the late '90s at least. The ones that got hooked on it, like they should have just stayed there, and everybody should have used them as a poster of what not to do. Yeah, it's like you can see, and that's the thing. I can see, like for instance, the first people that got hooked on crack, right? I understand how they got hooked on crack because crack, nobody knew what the fuck crack was. You feel me? They knew it was coke, and it was like, oh, it's a cheaper version. That's how they looked at it. Oh, it's a cheaper version of the shit that we can't afford. You feel me? Now, those people, I understand how they got turned the fuck out because they didn't know what the repercussions was gonna be. It's just like when these new medications come out for people, right? People don't know, like once a medication, like for instance, we're gonna use this vaccine that they're developing for coronavirus. We are all gonna be the guinea pigs, not trying to be funny, of whatever the side effects may be from that because it's new. You understand? Everything new. People, the first people to test it, have it, whatever and stuff. They're the guinea pigs. You feel me? Phones, everything. The first of any new phone has mad bugs and things to work out with it. You understand? And then when all the new people like, yo, this is happening to my phone, this is happening, that's when the company knows, okay, we need to fix X, Y, and Z. But they don't know they need to fix it at first. You understand? So anybody after 19 fucking 1990, it shouldn't have been no crackheads no more. Yeah, it's no excuse. Like I've asked people before, cause I remember like going OC and there'd be fucking motherfuckers is 19. You understand? They was like my age or whatever and stuff like that, smoking crack. And I'm like, yo, why are you smoking crack? Like I'm nosy. Like I shouldn't even say nosy, but I like to try and understand people. You feel me? Where a lot of times people that do be smoking crack and all that weird shit that after the fact, they had fucked up shit that they went through for the most part. So most of them don't be, it be that or their friends snuck it in their fucking weed. You understand? That's why even with these young people, you can't trust everybody. That's one thing when I was younger and I was smoking weed when I was younger. And my parents taught me that. It was like, don't smoke anything that's been rolled up already. And this is why, because people will be putting crack in your shit. You understand? Oh, what? And you don't know because you think those is your friends. You don't know that your friend is a whole half a crackhead. You understand? Like, because that's not something they're going to want to share with you. Now you running around looking for crack. So most of the young people, that's how, when they was like that they was smoking crack, how they started smoking crack. That I was asking. Like, they was like, they was smoking with their friends and they friends, was doing rulers or whatever, so they already got the taste of it, and then their body is already in their mind. You understand? So now they just continue smoking rulers with their friends, like fuck it, like you know what I'm saying, like they doing it. I liked how it felt. It's already the addiction already started, and the next thing you know, they said fuck the weed. I'ma just smoke the crack, and then they just turned into full out crackheads. Like that shit is sad. No, you absolutely right. That all this Molly, all this fucking shit. The only drug in my life I ever dealt with, and I'm not, never, fact, I'm lying. When I was young, I smoked dust one time, and that's because of a dumbass boyfriend. I wanted to do everything that he was doing. But luckily for me, in the grace of God, I something happened. I got a bad batch of something, and I almost killed myself. And it scared me enough that I didn't ever want to smoke the shit again. It was like the third time that I smoked it, and I never smoked it again. But then I was like, I don't ever want to experiment with drugs. I don't I don't want nothing more than weed. I don't smoke weed now, but I'm just saying, like at the time, and it's like a lot of my friends they was popping e pills. I'm like, nah, like, and I was really scared of e pills because MTV was talking about how people was having heart failure and all that other shit. I was like, nah, I'm alright. I don't want to die because I took a pill. I might be the lucky person that the shit gets the bad reaction. So a lot of my friends is like, you so boring. I was like, I'll be boring, but I won't be fucking dead. Lean, all that fucking shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've come across all of that, and it's like, I'm like, nah, I'm straight. So you're right, I slay. Like, you understand? Because even that, like, a lot of these designer drugs that they call them, it's like they be making people out here look like whole crackheads. And then the funny thing with that, like, everybody used to be looking at us crazy, like, why y'all smoking dust? And then the whole, everybody and their mother started a year later, it was fucking dust heads. When we was like, we done stopped that. You get what I'm saying? Like, that shit, it took over. And that's not nothing to play with either. So that's something, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that shit is a hallucinogen. So it's like, people be killing people on dust. I got friends that are locked up for life for killing people because they was dusted. They couldn't, when they came out of the dust stupor, they couldn't even, help their lawyer to defend them because they couldn't remember. They couldn't remember shit. They couldn't remember shit. Because, you understand? Like, that shit is crazy. I had a friend that made the newspaper because of that. Yeah. Nigga was on a dust trip and then somebody told him something and he went and wilded the fuck out because it accentuates your emotion. So if you're already angry, it makes you 10 times angrier. If you're happy, it makes you 10 times happier. You understand? So unfortunately, he wasn't in the best of spirits when somebody told him that, and that's what happened. He killed somebody, and then came out of the stupor in jail, and didn't understand why he was in jail. And your lawyer, you're supposed to tell them, even though people would be still trying to lie, you're still supposed to tell your lawyer everything because a lawyer's job is to lie. It's fucked up to say you could be a good person, but if you're a lawyer, your job is to lie. It's about wins and losses. It's not about nothing else. So whether if you tell them the truth or not, like you understand, like a lawyer can't go and tell the judge, well, yes, they said that they killed. It's not like that because they have a Hippocratic oath. So they can't do that, but it's they can't defend you correctly. You understand? To make it make sense to people so that you get off or not. Like you understand? So he just was totally fucked. I don't want nothing to have control of my mind like that. Like, you understand? Like, I don't even like drink to get drunk. You feel me? Like, I joke about, Moscato and all that. Like, I drink, but I'll have like a half a fucking one of those little plastic cups of it, and I'm tipsy. Like, you feel me? Like, I have a taste of it, but it's like to be just drinking the whole time. I gotta be in full control of whatever my situation is. And I had stopped that because that one New Year's Eve, because I used to drink and I used to just get like be a sloppy drunk. Like you understand when I was younger, like want to take mad straight. I used to drink liquor straight and stuff. And one New Year's Eve, I almost died from alcohol poisoning. And I was like, I don't, I'm not doing that. And then people that I was around that was supposed to be my friend, they wasn't around. Luckily, like I was somewhere where there was somebody that gave a fuck. And the crazy shit, the person that gave a fuck was a chick that I wasn't even cool with. I was mad at her about something. That's who fucking looked out for me. And then when I got came to, I go out in my purse, my money was gone. I was like, I'll never get like that ever again. Well, good, you're not missing a thing. Trust me, alcohol is overrated. Alcohol is good in moderation, but out of moderation, you end up making a lot of bad decisions. Like, I wish I was, like, I never ever drank alcohol in my life. even though I don't drink a lot of it. You understand? Thank you. I don't know. I guess because I'm like so tired tonight. It's just like, you know how you have time of reflection? Sometimes I have those days. Like most of the time I'm happy go lucky and everything like that. But then sometimes I have times of reflection. Not just think about a lot of things. Like you understand what I'm like, okay, this is why this is, where it's like I went through a lot of bad stuff, but I'm like, all right. Sometimes like I wish I didn't go through it, but then if I didn't go through it, I wouldn't be, as I think this is the happiest times of my life. And if it's weird, if it makes sense. That's even like with my husband. My husband was my best friend for 16 years. And I kept overlooking him for fuckboys. Like he never was trying to talk to me, but it's like I always looked at him as like my bro. You feel me? Like we was that close that it was like I never looked at him like, damn, this is a good dude. Like I knew he was a good dude, but I was like into people like fuckboys. Like niggas with mad children. Like you understand? Real ratchet with it. Like you understand? It was like I couldn't. I'm like, damn. I wish I'd have seen you. Like noticed you like 10 years ago. Well, I shouldn't even say that because he wasn't looking at me like that either. Like I wish we'd have noticed each other 10 years ago. Even with his change, because he used to be in the street, but it's like now he's just a working person. He does school, he does like mad stuff. So there's some haters that we used to think was our friends that feel some type of way towards me because they feel like because he doesn't want to do street shit. Like it's my fault, but it's like if that's your friend like that, like you understand why do you want him to be going to jail? Why do you want that? Like you should be happy. You understand like that I motivate him to want to be a better person. You feel me? Like my friends love my husband, but some of his friends they don't like me because it's like I don't give a fuck. Like he's not gonna be in the street doing fuckboy shit. Like y'all niggas is still old as hell doing fuckboy shit. But he got a lot. Most of his friends they fuck with me. Like you understand? Because it's like I don't control him. But the fuckboys, nah, you're not gonna drag him down with you so that you can have somebody that you know in jail with you. Fuck out of here. So they feel like he's not the same. Like you understand where nobody's supposed to be the same. If you doing the same shit when you like over 30 or whatever that you was doing when you was 16, something's wrong with you. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. I appreciate it too. I'm glad he did too. Like I wouldn't have had my son. I probably would have had my son with a fuck boy that don't take care of their kids. Like you understand? Like so I have reflection, but I'm still happy at where I am in life. But sis, it's been a blast. I'm glad you hung all the way through with me and everyone that came through. But I am tired, so I'm about to go to sleep. Have a wonderful night, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow.